We developed a study looking at how taxes on foods that are high in fat, sugar, and or salt could influence dietary intake, purchases, and the risk of obesity. So we were very interested in looking at this because we know that food environments make it very difficult for people to choose healthy foods. One important tool that we can use, especially governments can use to improve food environments and make it easier for people to choose healthy foods are fiscal policies, or specifically taxes on foods that are unhealthy. In terms of this study, we found that taxes focused on unhealthy foods, such as those foods high in fat, sugar, and or salt, if the taxes have a higher rate, so for example, they lead to foods that are unhealthy and more expensive than the healthier versions. Also, if the tax has a broader tax base, so for example, rather than just taxing chocolates, but also taxing foods that are very ultra processed and contain high levels of salt and sugar, at the same time, not leaving out any potential unhealthy foods without the tax. So that would be a broader tax base that could avoid substitutions. So that was an interesting finding that we identified from our study and from the review of the evidence. And also, we observed that the use of subsidies could benefit having healthier alternatives that are more affordable for consumers. So not just the implementation of the tax, but also having another option that is healthy and affordable could lead to better health outcomes. And lastly, we found that the tax was most effective with populations who have lower income. So populations of lower income may be more at risk of developing diet-related diseases, sometimes due to the inability to acquire healthy food financially. So when they are exposed to taxes of unhealthy foods, they might respond better. And we observed that in this case, taxes that focus on unhealthy foods could lead to better outcomes or better health outcomes, and specifically better dietary purchases or consumption, or less or lower obesity risk in populations of lower income.